of keeping a smaller group informed of this versus everyone in it being out? What are the potential public ramifications? That's all. And I understand with Jatan and a few other members, I'm just, I'm just painting a broader picture. It's not about just the secrets, because there was a secret for over a year and a half, and obviously we're not happy with that as this intimate group. But then there is the reputation that's at stake with non-essential members and how that could get out there. That's all I'm bringing attention to. I'm not saying one way or the other, but let's just think about it as a whole.
So obviously,
if I can add real quick, sorry.
It's going to be known information at some point in time. And I just want to backtrack, because I said I put Jatan on the list. I really think I did, but now that I think about it, I'm not sure. But so I don't want to stand on that, but I do believe I put her on the list. I'm not sure. But of course, Jatan for me should be involved in everything all the time. So I don't see any reason for that. For this group, for this meeting, I wasn't sure who to invite to the meeting, because I do have a concern, not about keeping secrets, but about being able to manage the situation so that we know how to respond to issues out there in the larger community, because Save Venice has a reputation. And how are we going to address that? We should all be speaking with the same voice, with the same responses about whatever's going on. It's going to be conspicuous if Miguel is not actively involved, if he's not able to answer questions. We've been getting emails from Miguel all week because people have been sending things to him as part of the leadership group. What do you think about this? Here's information concerning this. Miguel has forwarded things to us to say, what is your opinion? He's on the Venice Neighborhood Council that he's going to be sworn in next week or sometime. So the implications for Save Venice, because of Miguel's involvement and association from the very beginning, from whenever that started. So I just want people to be aware of that, not that, it's something that we eventually are going to have to deal with, but I don't think that there's any way for us to know the broadness or the depth of that information or the response from the community at this time, including Councilman Bonin, including other folks that we have thrown darts at ourselves, so the kickback or the, what's going to happen. Miguel's going to have to deal with that at some point when the information does get out on the BNC, because, we have, Nerez has been a target that we've said, there's been a lot of things said. I just want, just to kind of lay it out there that way, not because I want to have secrets, because I think we all need to be able to work together and trust each other and to be able to move forward with our common cause. But we've had a wrinkle in our plan. And I think there needs to be a way that we understand how we're going to work that out. And then we can move forward with that strategy. That's all.
Well, Miguel just wrote in the chat, it was never a secret. He let us all, I let everyone, whoever asked about it, know the situation status of these moments.
That's not to go back, but yeah, no, just because
I don't.
When people had ever asked me in the moment, whenever
You never said the account was at zero. You never.
No, I said when people had asked me the situation, when people had asked me in the moments, oh, like, what's up, what, where are we at with the funds or whatever, when no one ever really asked me.
But you never let us know. It looks like you would have let us know that it was at zero. Why did we have to ask when we had our full trust in the fact that you had the money? Why should we have to ask? You should have said to say, Venice, any day,
like, yeah,
on the 2 weeks that you said it, that the funds were at zero.
I agree. And like I told you, Naomi, too, it's, obviously it's an embarrassing situation, you know what I mean? So.
But you just wrote in the chat that it was never a secret.
It was never a secret. Like, I wasn't like trying to hide from nobody. Like, I lied about it or whatever.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving because you know what? We're not getting anywhere because you're not being honest, and I'm about at my wit's end. Because that's not true what you just wrote in the chat. I need you to be truthful. Everybody did not know. Everybody did not know, or this conversation wouldn't be going on.
That's not what I wrote, though. That's not what I wrote.
That's what you wrote. It was never a secret.
Okay, so can I have a show of hands in terms of?
But that's okay. Sorry. If I could ask, if I could ask something real quick too. I wasn't planning to talk about that little item at the end, but just like a thought, a proposal. Not that we're gonna put out there yet. We would or whatever, but like maybe the group will come up with a collective statement. Not that we're gonna like promote it or whatever, but just so like everybody is on the same page as far as like, okay, if it does come up or if someone does ask, we have our official, statement or official go-to, bullet point list of, what we're going to tell people if certain questions arise or whatever. That way we're all on the same page, and, no other, it doesn't get twisted up if it's all coming from the same source, the same agreed upon statement or whatever. Not that we're going to, like I said, not we're going to advertise it or whatever, but just for the group to have in case or when people do ask about a situation.
I hear you talking about a script, which is fine as long as it's.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, but can I finish?
Sorry.
Okay. As long as it states the facts and the truth. If we have a script, that's fine. That happens, but not everybody's going to adhere to it. But as long as it's truthful and states the facts and the data, that's all.
Yeah.
I one more thing. Are we talking about making a public statement and then having talking points? Because a script is different from the organization. Because if this gets out, there are two ways we can handle it. We're either playing catch up or we're setting the narratives. And I think that's what Naomi was alluding to. Like, if we get together and we understand this, Miguel steps down, we have accountability for it, then that's a public statement that we make, and then it's there. Then we get to tell the narrative. If it gets out, then we are now responding to things, and at that point, we still also need to have talking points. So either way you look, something has to be prepared that the group is in alliance with. Is that what you're alluding to, Miguel? Okay.
Yeah, that way, yeah.
I would suggest